Okay, let's see here. Hmm. Let's see, how do we do this? You can come up with some kind of panel design there that is interesting. So far, I don't have it. Let's see here. That wouldn't work too bad. It's kind of reflecting the last panel, though. And you probably don't get the blades in there. Okay, could get something that's more representative of the fight from issue 2. Not sure how to do this. So we want maximum flex here. Okay, so get rid of that. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, no, I live on the other side of the country from my mom, so I gave her a call. That's about as much as I can really do. looking a bit more like a dance move than a fight, but yeah, maybe that's okay. And honestly, I don't think we need this line this low. The only difficulty is that it would be nice to have the hand in there. And down here, like a back to compromise, I guess. Or, draw him lower too. That's also a possibility. So we're going to draw Hawkstab getting jumped. Well, this is okay. So this is knife here with a Y, K-N-Y-F-E. And let me see the dialogue here. Here, I'll put this on pause. Okay, so he's like, I've been waiting for this Hawkstab. You ain't shit. You ain't doing those cyber-headed wannabe this time. Because when you crisscross blades with me, you're blade crossing with the best. Time to get crisscross applesauce by knife. Which is dialogue I'm rather enjoying. Okay, so we don't want. Okay, let's say he's up here at the most, and we want to more frame him than anything. Is the kind of shot that would be, if it was a girl, it might be accused of being exploitation. If it's just like trying to get the peck and the ass in the shot at the same time, it feels like. Yeah, I like that dialogue quite a bit. When I came up with that, I was like, oh, that's the good stuff. So I'm trying so hard to be badass, and just missing the mark. Oh, we gotta do that Liefeld pose. What am I thinking? With the fucking bat wings and shit. And yeah, it looks like fucking Batman coming down. Well, somebody did anyway, yeah. Yeah, well, no, I was pre-Attitude Era too. That was just from watching Arnold movies, I'm quite sure. Okay, so watch this just end up being another penciling stream while I try to figure out this fucking fight. Well, there's the buns. So theoretically, his shoulder's probably down somewhere around here. So yeah, that does make a bit of sense. Although his pose is ridiculous. I feel like I bit more, yeah, a bit more space between for the waist here. Yeah. Let's see here. I had that glove. Where'd it go? There we go. Okay. The Wildcats mini series, like the 1 to 4, yeah. That was when I was first starting out. I think Wildcats was probably the second video I did. First one was Youngblood, of course. But yeah, and then I did 2 through 4 as one video, I think, because I figured there was so little in them. Like if I was to do them these days, I'd do them all as their own videos. But again, it was just kind of starting out. And that was an interesting one, though, doing number 1, and realized that it was like boring and not paced properly. Like not, yeah. Well, no, I guess it was the pace, really. Just the way the thing was laid out, where you get so much at the beginning with maybe, but at that point, it's like, okay. Well, that's what Jim wanted to draw, I guess. What's Brandon Choi going to do? Say no? keep wanting to leave those character designs aside, but I really do need them. But yeah, like I've done all of the, definitely all of the original runs. Like we're starting to get to the point where I'm having to get into like the weird stuff that nobody's heard of, like, you know, Bloodpool and shit. Ah, fucker. The pack being as crazy as it was pure luck. I think I was just intending to review the first one. No, don't break it. You broke it. Probably. It's just like at the time I liked them too. You know, don't get me wrong. I was like 12 or 13 or whatever, and it's just Jim Lee drawing cool stuff, right? I was there for that. What are you doing there? Still not a point. What the fuck? Give me a point. Yeah, close enough, I guess. It's just like the first one is, it's badly set up in terms of wanting to get an audience interested, in my opinion. Because you get your, because when's the first time you get any action in that thing? I want to say the first time is when Maul, yeah, and Warblade are fighting, like training, which is way too late. And as well, that's a lame fighting sequence. That's when those characters get introduced. You get Warblade getting flung across the room in a tiny panel. You don't really get a decent fight until the end of the issue. I was saying like that should have been the beginning of the issue. You go in media race and you go Grifter in the club right off the start. You know, we don't know who Grifter is at the end of the book any more than we do at the beginning, so why not? And then the second issue is mostly exposition. I don't think there's a single fight in it, if I recall. It's been like a year or so. You know, when the Youngblood stuff kicks in, then it's fine. And then they go and kill Hellspawn, which is like the most interesting character in the book at that point, even though it's a pretty, you know, cardboard cutout kind of villain with his Dr. Evil submarine. And he's got like superpowered villains all around him, plus some random Italian guy. I might see if I get more torque to it. Not quite. That's what I want. Bend the leg a bit more. Nah, it doesn't really matter. I don't think it matters that much. Just stretch them out as much as possible. Yeah. Oh, maybe. The self-identification thing? Yeah, maybe didn't really think of that. But yeah, there's a lot of boring in that first miniseries. Really up until you get to the Youngblood fight. Cyberforce #1 at least is more interesting and does a better job of introducing its characters. But it's still like next to unreadable because of the terrible dialogue. Beg your pardon? You're fucking doing Mario shit now? Yeah, right. Okay, this fucking sucks. What is this? So probably just picking like random synthwave mixes is, you know, you kind of get whatever you get. But like, you know, most of those early Image comics were just flat out boring. Like Pit #1. Well, any of Pit's really. The story's so bad. Like if they did so, he wasn't quite so focused on the welfare of a small child. That would like make it a little bit better. Where it was just like a badass alien, but the fact that he keeps having to go and deal with Timmy is just like, oh my god, somebody killed Timmy already. Nothing ever happens in Youngblood. Because Liefeld doesn't have the patience to, you know, create a storyline. You know, Cyberforce and Wildcats have storylines. They're just kind of over quickly. But like nothing happens whatsoever in Youngblood. Spawn, same. There is so little anything until the fight with him and the Violator. I feel like the only decent one was Dragon at the start. The Savage Dragon miniseries is great. A little bit lower down. That's the two parts at the side. Maybe look up where you pull it off here to like figure out how to do it head from this angle. And leave some room for a word balloon. Don't forget that too. You know what? This is too much reflection of that one. It was good. It was decent construction, but I can't have it just like mirroring each other. Yeah, no, there's almost never a time where a child character is any good. Like Captain Marvel's probably an exception. I've never read it. But like, no, it's like, you know, in movies. Never, you know, if you're doing action, sci-fi, anything like that, it's not a kid's movie. Do not cast a kid as one of the main characters ever. Nobody wants to see that shit. It's one of the reasons the Phantom Menace stuck so much. Slightly, yeah, it's just kind of slightly more turn, but that might be enough. It feels like he's way off center. Yeah, that's a good point too. And what are they going to do? Are they going to say cool things? It seems unlikely. And if they do, how much cooler would it be if like Pitt said it? You know? It's looking okay so far, but we need some cool lighting on this, I think. Just like pointless cool lighting. That's good. Better. I think it's time for some drool with this one too. They are the best looking, yeah, superhero team, sure. Trying to think, is Cyberforce better? I feel like it's on a par. I've really gotten to a point where I've put Silvestri just so far above Jin Lee at this point. Which I feel like is like in wrestling, when as a kid you like Hulk Hogan, and then when you grow up, you go, no, wait, it's Macho Man. Yeah, Macho Man's the one who actually knows shit about wrestling more than like most people. Hulk Hogan just knows how to please the crowd, which is, I mean, you know, a very important thing, no doubt, but it doesn't make him the best wrestler. Okay, so how are we doing this lighting here? Doing it over here. It's going to be kind of disturbing, actually. This is the revelation that Hawksnap came out of the womb with the arm blades. So if I do it like uplit, I don't know. That might be too much. I'm going to turn this into a horror comic. Yep. Yeah, no, it's well, because it started out because like I was thinking about Hawks doing like flashbacks to Hawksnap as a younger guy, like in boot camp and shit, and he's like, you know, saluting us, and he's got these giant arm blades next to everybody else, you know. You see like shots of like family photos on his mantle, and his mom is just like gone below the waist. You want to do it like that? I mean, it's a little late now to change your mind, I think, but. And like that is going to be nice reaction too, where he's just like, "Oh God, I didn't need to know. I didn't want to know that." Black all this out, or I actually like do values, like some cross hatching and shit. The blacking out would be so much easier, and still maybe better. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, no, it's hardcore. It's the kind of thing I'm rarely going to touch on in future and just get the like horrible knowledge. Nah, they don't have to. That's okay. I'm gonna keep drawing regardless. Although we did just find out some horrifying shit, so I don't know if you guys want to discuss. I think this is probably the right way to go. Yeah. And again, kind of a mist spray over here and a mist spray over here. Maybe if, here, let's see. Let's start with the waste is, and we put that and that we need. No, that's pretty weak. Straight out here. Yeah. Like if it was like a photo, that would be, yeah, maybe like much more torque, but in real life, no, not so much. You know what? Spread them out more. Why not? Full on splits. Like a pretty square jaw right now. Let's make that a little bit smaller. I think it feels like his head's kind of getting larger than the other guys here. That looks a bit better. Sure. All right, we might want to start inking now. Getting close to that time. That's probably good going forward. Okay, so let's actually do it. Why not? Pretty close, actually. Okay, the rest of these are all popping out of the frame every which way, so. I guess the bottom one here works okay. Although I kind of like it to go a little bit below the frame here. Let's sneak into the next one here. It's all right. Well, yeah. There's a whole lot here I can rule to start with. It's all kind of depending on where the characters end up, which is interesting. Let's see here. Get some realistic mustache shading on this, I think. Except for the fact that none of this is sitting. Because I put too much shape down in the first. Okay, good enough. Should let it dry a bit. No, don't need lyrics. Thank you. Hey, how's it going, bud? Good to see you. Where's my? I've got a curve of some kind. There we go. So how's your day going? Your mother's day. I'll be doing this now. Just an hour. No, I should probably do a little sheen kind of thing on here. And wait that out a little later. All right, glad to hear it. So unfortunately, I think you might be the only talkative one here so far. So, it's a little one-sided. Well, not so. I'm okay with it in here earlier, but that's a little while ago. I mean, you never expect too many people to show up anyway, you know. But yeah, that would make a bit of a difference. Sure, I didn't 100% think of that. See. That's, yeah, like that. Okay, that should be no problem. Oh, hey, John. No problem. Good to know you're here, and good to know you're drawing. Some leathery textures, maybe. That's what this is. Sure. And I think that's kind of spelled done. Which one do I want to work on? I kind of want to work on the face here because I always want to work on the faces. Oh yeah, no, I think a few of them do. And that's pretty cool. That gives it that feel of like just hanging out drawing with your buddies back in the day kind of thing. So, I'm drawing these shit. I'm not 100% sure if they're getting blacked out yet. It might. Oh, fair enough. I mean, honestly, I'm probably not as versed as it seems. Like, I don't know a lot more beyond what you see on the videos. A little bit here and there because I watch like I think like maybe just the one channel that kind of keeps me up to date on what's going on, kind of, with a heavy amount of bias, but well, I mean, you know, it's an impartial account, really, but that's kind of its own bias these days. Oh, for sure. Okay, if you say so. I know what you mean, though. I've never been one to really go heavy on, you know, shit about the business or whatever. Like when I was, you know, until maybe the last year or so. And that's just because it felt like the responsible thing to do, I guess. You know. If you're going to try and, make any kind of noise in the business, you should probably know what the hell's going on in the business. I'm not too far down with that. No. Oh, that's way too thin. That's not what I intended. Oh, yeah. I kind of get that. I mean, I bought basically from 91 to... Okay, it was a while. It was like maybe 10 years. Like 91 to 2001, around there. And although I was buying less and less as it went. And just the last year and a half, really, was when 2 years, I suppose. No, it is 2 years now, yeah. Was when I started rebuying them all. So, like, a lot of the guys who watch the videos will kind of fill me in on what's been going on in the last 30 years, which is kind of important because I don't know. Or even stuff from back in the day. I wasn't super well informed. I read Wizard most of the time. That was about it. And even Wizard had its own biases. Shadows there. Hey! How's it going, buddy? It's been a while. Yeah, I know what you mean about not having time to read them too much. Honestly, I don't read comics much at all, except for when I'm prepping for a video. Every once in a while, I'll find something somewhere, but usually, yeah, no, that's about it. No, fair enough. So everything's going all right. Still drawn. How's Stump doing? I guess. Any progress there? I'm thinking back to my days of mini comics, and I'm thinking, you know what? Probably not. But that looked a lot better than mine did at the time. So who knows? What the fuck is this? This is fucking... Okay. Hey, that's what I like to hear. No, you can just stop. You can just stop. This mix sucks. This is one like it's probably gonna be the same videos. I think it is. I think that was the one I chose. Okay, never mind. I'm just kind of bad at this apparently. The chill one? Nah, sure. Let's do the dark wave one. There is some violence. It's been a little while, but it's around that time, I think. Don't want the mixes. I just want a big long thing. Where's that one that was? Oh, for frick's sake. All right. Yeah, okay, we'll try that, I guess. So yeah, we're finally getting a fight. Is this the first one in this issue? I guess it is, right? We're just kind of seeing the aftermath and a little bit of talking. Yeah. Just trying to figure out how much of this I want to black in. I think I'm going to probably black in the whole side of his face here. I don't usually go heavy in the shadow, so every once in a while when I do it, it gets a little like, whoa, what are you doing there, bud? And then if the teeth are white, it kind of stands at that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay. Yes, Rancor did get smacked in the face in the last issue. Or last page, rather. So that was that one there. If you missed it. Kind of like that punch. Actually, at least part of that is on my Instagram if you want to check it out without me taking it away real quick. Didn't I start a mix or something? What the fuck happened here? Yeah, I'm kind of. I was. I think I watched some of those power slap competitions. Since the last time I drew a fight, I'm like, I got to do something like that. Just get that whole, face shaking business. Yeah, no, I'll be honest. I actually seek them out every once in a while just because it's like it's so visceral. I think they started popping up on mine like a few years ago, and I started watching like, oh shit, I got to see these more often. But yeah, every once in a while, it's just like, okay, this is actually a little gross. Now that we know more about CTE, just here, let me rattle your brain for a bit. Hey, okay. All right, we got a few of us here now. That sounds all right. So this is where the next wave of comic greats is going to come from. Is these live streams? I think we've all got a comic going on, right? It's just a little crazy. Like, like, hey, shit, everybody's making comics. Like, to one degree or another, Yeah, I know John's got one. There's always something that's good to read. It's just not maybe the stuff that you're used to reading. You got to actually go looking for it, which sucks. You shouldn't have to do it, but that's how it is. I feel like Capullo's doing something. He's not doing anything regular anymore, but I feel like he's got something he's dropping soon. I don't remember. I thought I saw a tweet or something like that. But so many of the good ones just don't publish regularly anymore. Which I get. I mean, they're all getting to be older, and it's a bitch to keep up. So they don't, monetarily have to. Like the really good ones, is that one at? Oh, I haven't heard of that. I didn't know he had a Millerverse thing. I guess all the kind of top guys have a Millerverse one. He's one of the last few guaranteed ways to make money. Nothing out of like this. At least this stuff here. Yeah. Maybe I won't quite go for that. There's some pseudo charade going on, I guess. Maybe not. It's a little hard to emulate when you don't even look directly at it. But. Oh, okay. How are we doing here? Not too bad, I think, but. Thank you. Good. Okay. I'm glad. It's not something I do a lot of. Certainly not on the blood force stuff. Yeah, I think that was probably the right choice to make. Interesting lines. The thicker one than that. I have a weights. Where's one? There it is. Okay, so does that work out, or should I block that in too? I think that works okay. Like knowing that he has the cowl thing. That's okay. Well, it looks kind of faded out in here. Not much. I mean, this whole thing really good. Okay, I think that's good enough for that panel. That was a fun one. Hey, that my eyes just kind of every once in a while just unfocus. I'm just kind of going on autopilot for a second. Oh. What? Oh, fuck's sake. There's a fucking woodpecker on the fucking chimney. Jesus Christ. Scare the shit out of me. It's been a while. They used to do that too. Yeah, I figured they'd be at least more interesting to look at. But yeah, they probably helped me a lot more. I was having just a few too many pages there where I was just winging it for most of it. It's like, yeah, this probably ended up helping quite a bit more. So, yeah. And if the objective is to make the comic look good, that's probably the way to go. Big monster you got there, bud. No, that should be enough. Yeah, no, it's true. A lot of the times, if I just again try to figure it out on the page, or just like put down the basic gestures, mess or anything, a lot of times it just ends up being a more pedestrian drawing by the end of it. You have to make too many compromises in the middle of it. There was a bit of that going on in the nightstick fight, so we'll see if we can avoid that going forward. I'm not for sure about these shadows, but they're going a little heavy. But considering we're in like a lighted foyer. Full Sergeant Rocket. Okay, get that little lip there. He's just doing look like he's 90 years old. Still a little iffy, but that's okay. I think it's all right. That is some ridiculous hair. Might be able to figure out a way to keep this, I think. Oh, that's some silly hair. All right, but we need to frame knife here as well, so gotta leave that open. I haven't. I've seen a review of it, and apparently it's a lot better than it sounded than I originally thought. That I think most people originally thought. Like, it sounds like it's ridiculous low budget stuff, but then that's Roger Corman, right? I remember shots that coming out in Wizard. And, like, you know, thinking Doctor Doom looked really cool, which he kind of did. It's a bit of a shame they weren't able to, like, you know, sound mix him in or anything, but that's how it goes sometimes. And I think I always thought the FF costumes looked terrible. Like, you know, just even when I was a kid. That kind of thing. Let's make this a little thicker. I'm not quite hitting the line. It's interesting. That one is. Okay. Yeah, no, that was, I mean, did I even hit the right one there? Yeah. I saw the Red Letter review. I've actually watched it a few times. And it, you know, it's corny, but, like, you know, it sounds all right. And kind of in line with Marvel movies, well, not Marvel, superhero movies at the time that weren't Batman. Widen that a little bit. Like, it sure looked like it beat the Captain America movie anyway. I think I do remember watching the Captain America movie as a kid, and I don't remember anything about it from the time. It's kind of, you know, vague sense of disappointment, but like when you're a kid, you're just like, I don't know, TV's on. No, that's what. That is true. He is too, isn't he? I never even thought of that. I vaguely remember this from the time, but I didn't realize it when I again watched the reviews. The reviews. Like, yeah, that does kind of defeat the purpose a little bit, doesn't it? Just a bit. I guess same side technically, but yeah, not quite the same. But then again, they also didn't put Captain America in the suit for most of the movie either, right? So, and they didn't have any action. So maybe they weren't. Do you have any? Oh, is there anything else you want there? Okay. That's another one I'm sure I watched back when it came out on VHS, but I couldn't tell you anything about now. I get the impression there are some people who still think of Lundgren as like, that's my Punisher. Oh shit, this was him. What is it? Fight. Nah, I should do that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of whiting out here once it's all ready to erase, but that's okay. I don't know why, but it's like very important that I keep the Jay Lee swords consistent, if nothing else. I like the new one in Daredevil. I thought he was okay. It's like kind of the Punisher, although he's like way too emotional, but that's all right, I guess. That's a take. And I know. Oh yeah, Thomas Jane was the Punisher, wasn't he? I did not watch that one. Poor Thomas Jane. He deserved better than that. It feels like Thomas Jane suffers from. Hey, how's it going, buddy? It feels like Thomas Jane suffers a little bit from like Bruce Campbell syndrome, where the bigger your role in the movie is, the lower the budget is, and like just the less exposure you're gonna get. Yeah, this feels like it's the most most of us that have been here at the same time for a while. It's good to see. How do you? What's the hilt on this thing? Yeah. Very basic. Yeah, we did. Yeah. It's unfortunate. We were just discussing his Fantastic Four movie before this. Which I think most of us have not seen by the sound of it, including me. But probably deserves a bit more recognition than it gets, which is nothing. Or just just a bit more love, something like that. That's a take. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't seen it myself, so I can't say for sure. I've seen bits and pieces, a fair amount of bits and pieces at least, thanks to Red Letter. But don't know. Some of those early Marvel movies were okay. I don't know what they've been doing the last few years, and I'm good. I don't need to know.
The vegan mafia?
Oh, for fuck's sake! It took me a while to make you realize you were going Scott Pilgrim there. Okay. Because I know it's on that one, like the PG Garth Ennis run that's supposed to be Max. And I know he does fight the mafia. I was like, is it the vegan mafia? Well, yeah. What was the last good one? I mean, Multiverse of Madness was okay. I think mostly because of the direction. If I recall, it's been a little while. What else is there? I mean, Infinity War was good, or the second part, Endgame. Well, Endgame was not as good as Infinity War, but it was all right. I do recall that, yes. Yeah, no, it took me a second. It was like at first I was very confused. It's like, is he actually fighting the vegan mafia? What does that mean? I was okay with it. It's trying too hard to do what it's doing, but there's enough funny shit in there. I'm okay with it, I think, personally. Anybody else wants to hit on it, though, feel free. There seems to be mixed reactions to that movie, even still. Yeah, the Steve Rogers Forgot a Thunder bit was all right. He did do that in the comic as well. I am aware of that. Yeah. That's just gonna confuse the issue. Do that. yeah, no. The thing I loved the most about Endgame was just that they were okay with ending it like that. It's like shit. There's gonna be a lot of upset kids over this. That's awesome. That doesn't make any sense. I suppose. And we didn't get to see Cyclops' head encased in a block of glass or whatever it was. I guess it was glass.
I was still all right with it.
What were the quote adults upset about? Just the fact that it wasn't in space on a giant Thanos castle, stone castle thing?
Yeah.
No, I imagine. Yeah, never mind. Forget I asked. I thought Infinity War was one of the best Marvel movies, personally. Um, yeah, mostly because of the ending, and you know, I'm a fan of just drama in my movies. And I guess most of the sequences worked for me. The bit where he's hurling moons at Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
No, he didn't do much, did he? I mean, that's a bit in line with the comic version because, like, he didn't have a full understanding of what to do with it by any means, but he did a few things at least. Yeah, Thanos didn't do much of anything except look for Infinity Stones, did he? And then just do the snap and then call it a day. That is a bit of a drag. That was disappointing about the second one, was finding out that it almost killed him, kind of thing. And it's like, wait, what? No, he's supposed to do all sorts of twisted shit now, though. Or, like, still be a threat anyway. And then, yeah, you bring in, like, past Thanos, and that's a little, like, yeah. That part I wasn't so big on. Although, like, again, as a whole, the movie was okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoyed Ragnarok as well, although I'm not fond of how Chris Hemsworth improving has infected all superhero movies. I hope the Mad Max guy didn't. George, what's his name? Shit, what's his last name? I hope he doesn't put up with that shit. I don't imagine he does. George Miller. I got it. Okay, this one is a bit more sure of what it's doing at least. Let's try with that. I'm okay with it because it kind of looks awesome. It doesn't have to be Mad Max. I mean, Mad Max doesn't do fucking shit anyway a lot of the time. He's kind of a part of somebody else's story usually. Right? Maybe.
But it still looks like an awesome action movie. Yeah, I also skipped.
The Love and Thunder thing. Again, there was too much Hemsworth in in all the trailers and shit. Yeah, let's get this a little higher. Which, I mean, you know, it's a Thor movie. I know, but he looks like he's hamming it up way more than the movie needs.
We're getting a little too vague here. A lot of people didn't. I can't see what that word is. The one before the latest. Like the one before last. Ah.
Wow, yeah, I was not aware that was a Simonson story. Okay. Honestly, I've seen the first 3 Thor movies. I couldn't really tell you what happened in the first 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, isn't he like just kind of not Thor for most of it? Like he has no powers because he's unworthy or something? That sounds familiar, but which is like I don't think that's how you want a Thor movie to go. The fact that particular character kept going is, you know, a bit of a minor miracle. Neck folds. Time to get your neck folds. Don't forget the little strap here. so I don't forget it.
Ah,
I honestly, I have no idea. I don't remember that at all. So shit, I should remember that. Yeah, okay, that's with the first one. That one I do kind of remember a little bit. I also remember falling asleep in the middle of it.
so I had no idea that like Hawkeye got introduced in that movie.
So when I watched the first Avengers movie, it's like, oh, it's just we're just going with Hawkeye right off the bat. Okay, sure. That was a problem I had with a couple of the early Marvel movies, was not being able to stay awake for them. That one in the first Captain America movie. I'm kind of half thinking I should give this guy like Ultimate Warrior tassels. I'm not sure why. He does a lot of teeth grading. Maybe that's why. And this arm that appears to be a little dislocated. Oh well, that's how it goes.
You gotta play hurt sometimes.
What's in the suit? Oh, the black suit. Right. I like the comic suit. No. That never happened. Until now, I guess. I liked him okay I liked him in X2 at the time. And like at the time, that was what, like 2002? That was one of the best
comic movies around. I feel like.
I mean, you know, Blade 2 was better at least, but there wasn't a lot. But I agree. Logan was the one where it's like, oh shit, this movie is amazing. Let's remember.
There we go. It's kind of hard to argue.
Yes, the bit where like all the kids are working together to take down the Reavers. It's like, okay, but I can't agree with you there, buddy. Oh wait,
You say Last Stand? Oh, for fuck's sake!
again, I have difficulty with the sarcasm. Sorry. It's difficult in text for me. I'm reacting in real time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. It's sarcasm.
And, you know,
Fucking what's his name is the Juggernaut. Probably the best portrayal of a supervillain on screen. No.
as soon as Montoya wants to start defending Last Stand and talking about the bad parts of Logan, I will happily rebut. In the meantime, I got to draw. Sorry, Matt. Oh, did that happen? Yeah.
Wasn't that because of the meme? The pre-meme, really. With the I'm the Juggernaut bitch that showed up on, I don't even know what it would have showed up on back then. Was it like a Flash animation or something? I'm trying to think of the kind of sites that would have been around when that came out.
But like, at that time, internet was still pretty new, so the Juggernaut saying "bitch" was hilarious, and apparently the director didn't understand that. Putting that in the movie didn't translate. Oh yes, the Freddy Krueger series. They also like saying "bitch." Did he do the Dark Phoenix thing twice? Did he do the second one, the newer one? Because that would be pretty bad. These poses are fucking a little nuts. He didn't direct last time. Okay. Oh, he wrote it. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I think that was the last in the trilogy of movies Marvel movies that put me to sleep. Oh no! Wait, there's Apocalypse too. I did not mind. The Loki series. That was okay. Was there a season 2 to that? I feel like there was. I never did watch that. Yeah, pushing my luck by trying the brush my remember the finer details. You know what? I gotta stand up because my ass is getting numb. Ugh. How long have we been going? Just about 3 hours, not too bad. I don't know if I'm going to finish this panel, but I'll try and get close anyway. Ugh. Yeah. I think I'm kind of in the same place. Well, it's just like I liked the first season. I didn't think it was amazing, but it's like, yeah, no, that was fun. And it's like the second one was like, I don't know. I did that with Mando. Although I think the second season of Mando was still okay. It was, from what I understand, the third one that wasn't great. Well, I mean,
honestly, um,
how much are my comics? I'm not for sure yet. I'm still working on getting them to a point where I can sell them. Although we're getting closer. I'm trying to get. I'm finally trying to get the issues and letters. So I think that once that's done, I won't have an excuse to not do it. That chin's sticking out a fair bit, but that's all right. It just makes it look, again, a little bit more like this now. He mentions in one video.
Again, yeah, unfortunately.
Still working on that. Not even sure where to put them once I have them done. I mean, you know, a Kickstarter seems like the most likely idea, but I wouldn't mind putting the digital ones online too. That's too far out.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, these are collector's items right on day one. What the hell is going on? Come on, draw. Didn't quite pencil this part enough. Do some whiting out. That's okay. I have thought about Indiegogo and Kickstarter. They're not there yet. For the longest time, it's just like, well, they're not. You know, they're not colored, and the lettering that is in there on the first two issues is bad. So, like, I'm gonna have to hire a letterer. I'm gonna have to hire a colorist, and like, yeah, I'm not in a position to do that right now. So now I'm kind of like, you know what? It's fine in black and white, and I'm lettering it myself, and it's, you know, it's okay. I'm not a fan of the plug-in sound effect stuff, but it's, you know, it's all right. I love them. I'm gonna try actually to do some sound effects on the page, and so I can do that at least. The actual dialogue, no. But. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Probably for sure. They'll be out by the end of the year. Says the guy who has never published a comic before.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't say what year.
Yeah, no, that is true.
The setting the release date and then missing it by 6 months.
I'm going to try to avoid the Liefeld thing of collecting $50,000 in Kickstarter money and then just not delivering anything, if I can help it.
Thanks, Dino, man. I appreciate it.
there is that too. Then yeah, that would also help to make this authentic, as it currently stands. Anyway, so right now I'll set the release date as August of what is this? June of 2024, and then release it probably more like February of 2026, and then issue 2 comes out 8 months later. That sounds about right. Oh, I know. I know the deal. I know what the schedule is like. Like, if you're not sure, go by the Keown schedule. That's the guide. 2 issues per year. Well, I appreciate that, Don. Thanks, man. Yeah. No, it's on record. I'm yeah, that's fine. You think I give a shit what you what I said before? This is gonna have to get fixed. This is bugging me already. Right. Kind of. That's actually too low on there, too high anyway. Now that sounds like it. Yeah, there you go. You do that. That's exactly where it's heading, is to comic shops. I don't even think I could get it in comic shops. Which is a drag, because like that is one thing. If you printed up a comic, you could get it in some comic shops in the 90s. There's 1 or 2 left. Well, no, I can get in the catalog. I agree there, but getting retailers to actually order something that isn't DC, Marvel, or Image is like good fucking luck, it sounds like. It's like, just most of them aren't doing so bad. They don't have a chance, they have to go with what sells, and that's what's going to sell. Yeah. New supply of pens. I got a couple more O2s. Able to hit a. How many fingers are here? There's only 4. Okay, good. Was able to hit an art store at some point. So So I got a couple more O2. So that'll last me for a little bit. Sooner or later, I'll just order another like 6-pack of those. Yeah, that is true. I might run out of ink. That's a good point. Particularly if I'm trying to go for like a plat feel, which I kind of am. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, honestly, most of these guys couldn't tell you the difference between a pronoun and an adjective. I'm, like by that I mean my characters. They're all dumb. So, and they're too extreme to apologize. So I don't think it's going to make any kind of waves, unfortunately. And that is the blasting the socials is the one thing I'm really not looking forward to about a campaign. Like the amount of energy that will. Oh my god. I'm not looking forward to that at all. There's one thing I do not know. I do not do instinctively. It's market. Yeah, there's a slogan right there. That's going on a poster. No, actually, we don't want to do that because then that puts us in the middle of the culture war. Yeah, I like it, but better to just be like, what are you talking about, culture war? This is 1991. I think I've still got a couple. Well, not still got. I rebought a couple of Wizards. The Wildcats one, like number 12 and I don't know. It was the it's like 37 or something. It's the Halloween one with the Violator on the cover. Like Capullo. Artistically inspires me now? Probably the guys that should have inspired me in the 90s. So like Stephen Platt, Art Adams. Still some Jim Lee. Because he was good. He just got boring. Oh, for sure, Rob. I'm just outright stealing textures from him sometimes. This should be. I feel like this should be blacked out more. A bit more focus on the arm, which is pretty stretchy long, but that's okay, I guess. Merit. Merit is never far from my thoughts. I will say that. Yeah, him too. Mostly with the expressions and panel designs and shit. Looking all locked in. Yeah. Drunkenly. Drunkenly, I'm sure, took over X-Men once or twice. That's why those latter-day X-Men books look so bad. It's not Art T-Bear. It's just Jim forgot how to draw while he was soused. Oh, I'm not familiar with the post-McGinnis Ian Churchill Hulk series. Are many people familiar with that? I suppose it's a good question. maybe not blades in the hair exactly, but they, his hair is thematic. Let's put it that way. It knows what it has to look like. Okay. Big shadows. Yeah. Big muscles and oval shadows. I'll have to check that out. I kind of remember seeing like promo stuff of, well, I mean, this is way further back, but not Ian. Liam Sharp's Hulk when he was just kind of becoming popular. And thinking like, man, that's a weird looking fucking Hulk. I guess he took over after Gary Frank probably. Okay, I have not tried to digitally color before. No, I honestly, I'm kind of useless when it comes to color. Never really practiced with it at all. I'm pretty sure my brother knows how to color, but like, you know, he wouldn't. I wouldn't even be able to get him to flat this. Would not have the patience for it. Maybe I can get him to do like a cover or something. Maybe he already designed a logo. That's it. It feels like it's already asking a bit much. And I'll be. Let's see. Yeah, color guide would kind of be helpful. I was just gonna say, like the not color, even thinking about this in color goes so far as I don't know what most of these guys' colors are. You know, I'm pretty sure Hawkstab is red, largely. He's kind of a shaft clone. Yeah, it's just kind of like colors, you know. Like, well, it's what it is that they're largely the designs are largely based off of somebody. So yeah, Hawkstab is half shaft, half Spartan. Fireburn is kind of based off of Warblade, so like the color scheme there. I guess Shock Block's off Dutch, basically. Although, like, not really, but, you know. I remember Astro City coming out. I remember there being a big fuss because Alex Ross was doing monthly comics covers, but, you know. What are the other ones? Hard was based off Maul, basically. Kind of Maul, with half Maul, half a Liefeld thing. Max Remus was based off of Silence. So, yeah, I think of her in green mostly. If someone was like, oh, no, that doesn't work, I'd be like, oh, okay, sure, what does? Hope was black and white, man. What are you talking about? My brother drew with like a red headband and like khaki. The pants are khaki, and then the rest is still just black and white, and then like the badge is gold, right? Or were you asking who Popo is based off of? Because he's a completely original creation. How dare you even suggest that he has any kind of link with any character in fiction ever? It would be fun for an issue if he was black. Oh, fuck. He's the Deathblow clone. He's the Punisher clone. He's the Wolverine clone. Any loner in any book ever is Popo. I think the black and white thing would be fun for an issue. And then after that, it would get old. But it's like, okay, well, why was it black and white in this one? You know? Because I thought of that briefly when I was saying the color just now. And it's like, no, that wouldn't work. Yeah, no, it's hard, you know, like you got to know things about color designs and 90s color designs are tough in particular because they're so fucking garish sometimes. And you want that garishness in there. We need to, no, we don't need to do that. That's okay. No, that shouldn't be there either. If we're blacking this, if we kind of have to black all this in too. Oh, it's so hard. Absolutely. I'm not even sure what we were saying anymore. Yeah, it works. Good. No. This is gonna be short. Oh, yeah. I might be pretty much done, I think. I'm just kind of like noodling around the edges now. I'm like kind of out of steam. It feels like. I like where it's going though. There's some fun stuff in here. All right, Raven. Thanks for stopping by, man. The Image X Month books. I'm glad you enjoy that. Good. Thank you. That was a bit of a, I'm not sure if it belongs here, but the Image X Month books, I think I've just done the Youngblood one, right? No, I did the Todd Cyberforce as well. That also went out a little while back. And I'm planning on doing Savage Dragon and Shadowhawk soon. I do have them all. Oh, Kurt Swan. Okay, there you go. All right. I mean, I can kind of see it. Honestly, I don't really know much Kurt Swan stuff. I didn't really read much of Superman stuff. But Jet Swan is an interesting name. Probably better than I was thinking. Like, what about Jet Stream? No, I don't think so. Yeah, but I think the next one I will be doing will probably be Savage Dragon 13 because that definitely needs to be talked about. Then Shadowhawk number 0, and I mean Wildcats is going to be in the mix eventually because that's weird getting Erik Larsen to draw Wildcats. There you go, yeah. There you go, Jet Swan. That's a good one, yeah. I do love the character names you can come up with just from titles. And I guess the Spawn one will come up eventually. It also seems the least interesting to me. So I'm okay with that one, just being like a year or so down the line. I do want to get past the Wildcats Erik Larsen one though, so that we can get to the Travis Charest era of Wildcats. I've still gotta burn my way through the last of Jim Lee. Which I need a pencil. You got to go over them. All right. All right, so I'm going to wrap it. But thanks, everybody, for coming by. This was a lot of fun. It was good having so many of us here today. Yeah, that's all right. Getting 10, I'm down with that. Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, so I'll I think actually tomorrow's is another Wildcats month, so look forward to that. But yeah, I'll see you guys. I mean, in the Discord, and if not, I'll see you guys on Wednesday when I do another live stream. Then, all right. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, happy Mother's Day and shit for everybody who I don't know cares. Sure. Bye, guys.